Boom. I'm starting early today, alright? Barely anybody showed up yet, but don't you worry. You're here, and that's what's important. Everybody else will get here late, but they're gonna miss the best part of the stream. Yeah, be scared. Be scared! I'm a very scary guy. That's what I get told all the time. And I have to embrace that, as it's a deep and integral part of myself as a character. My character. Not that I'm a character. I mean, I am a character, but that's not me. But you know what I mean. Rock guy. You know what? You're the rock guy, Joe. Congratulations. You're the rock guy now. I'll just go back to being me. And I'm cool with that. You know what else I'm cool with? That. The Drop Pod. Reuse title? Wrong. New title. This title's never been used before. Wrong. And it's not clickbait. Look at that. ODST Drop Pods and Halo 3 Forge? Yeah. Yeah. That's real. Reuse skin? I mean, yeah. Actually, no. Your skin, like, regenerates every 7 years. Like, your whole body does or something. I don't... Probably. Feel your cells growing. Feel them. All your cells are multiplying and dying right now. Infinitely. You're welcome for that piece of knowledge. Hope nobody's like tripping on psychedelics right now. They're like, oh my god, he's so right. I can feel it. No way. I want you to have my children. I'm good. I mean, that's really kind of you. Thank you, I think. But no, I'm good. Reskinned brain. I mean, yeah. That's true too. Listen, whatever. Screw all the reuse this, reuse that, reuse this dick. Alright, I got a drop pod to make. You're literally my favorite Halo YouTuber. Unfortunately, you can't say that yet until I upload the video I've been working on. So not yet, but thank you. I appreciate that. Yo, Milkman! Thank you for the 1 month. Already, you decided to do another month? I appreciate it. I Covenant tier, no less. Thank you so much, dude. Thank you. Have you seen the cursed mod that gives the Arbiter fat bazongas and cheeks? Yeah. I saw that mod on Nexus like over a year ago, and there was more than just bazongas and cheeks. Let's just put it there. That person was driven in their desire to make that mod, and you know what? That's just so special. Ugh. He's an AI femboy. Dude, I hate when people call me a femboy. I'm not a fucking femboy, dude. I'm like a 6 foot tall, lanky dude. That's not a femboy, right? You can't be a femboy if you're tall. Yeah, exactly. Fuck y'all. It's not true. You know what is true? ODST Drop Pods being fucking awesome. I want to show you guys this too. Yeet. Screw it. Look at the Drop Pod. I have not fully textured the new parts, but I did give them materials and do some basic UVs. So yes, you have these side things on the Drop Pod. I need to texture them. You can see them there. But basically, I did what I never wanted to do before because I was lazy, which is actually spend the time modeling in some really basic geometry to merge the outside door of the Drop Pod with the inside door of the Drop Pod. And with literally just a little bit more love, by making these stupid internal windows disappear and not be double-sided, it'll be done. It'll be good. I'll have it completed the entire Drop Pod door. And the entire thing works and looks really good. Let's go to space. We're going to go to low orbit. This is not orbit. We're very clearly in the atmosphere. But don't worry about it. Don't stress the details. Okay? You're being annoying. Stop stressing the details. Alright, let's see. We're going to drop. And then this will just remind you of why we're here. And that we love space democracy. What's up, RJ? What's good, Wolf? Good to see you. Hold on. Wait for it. Boom. Hey. Yo, Alexander, thanks for the tenor. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate it. When you go back to the space mod, I'll make you 200 plus Oreo balls. And 2 dozen whoopie pies, normal and red velvet. I hope you know, you had me at 1 Oreo ball. You had me at 1 Oreo ball. That was all you needed to say. I fuck with Oreo balls. They're so good. If we play Project Stardust. Ah! I didn't read the second part of the sentence. My persistence increases, and I won't give up on this endeavor. Listen, I just don't want to play Roblox. What the fuck is a whoopie pie? It's like a pie, but... Never mind, I was going to make a really stupid joke there. They're good, though. Check that you're a femboy. Stop being in denial. I'm just so not. I'm just so very much not. The fact that you guys keep pushing this, you just want me to be that for some reason. I don't understand why, but it's just not true. Fuck. I meant to do that. You're so ooh cute. Rejected. Don't say that. Go mod Halo 4 or something. Alright, whatever. Look. Witness. The door closes. All the accurate sounds. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. All the screens are here. Wait, what is that? It's my love. It's the love of my life. I have to have her in the pod to remember her. If I don't remember her, then what am I fighting for? Alright. Let's fire. We get a drop off with a picture of you instead? No. Why are y'all thirsty today? And like for me, no less. What the fuck is going on in this chat? What happened? Did something happen over the night since my last stream? What the fuck is going on here? I don't get it. I do not understand. Badass re-entry effects on the drop pod today. Real. Yeah. Caught in 4K. Quick, screenshot that! Your pheromones are very active today. Yeah, just, ooh, the scents flying through the screen. People just can't help themselves. Can't really blame them. Have you seen me? I mean, really. This is so cool. Anyway, we really need to make this thing work today. Because I love this drop pod. And this cinematic sequence of just using it as a functional vehicle is fantastic. I want to make a sound on it that you can only hear from the outside, so it sounds different to people around you. We didn't bounce, I swear. How does it not work? It looks really good to me. No, it actually functions great. Like, if I just threw this in the mod, I'd be like, oh, yeah, you know, the drop pod, it's looking awesome. We're done. But, there is something important here. It needs better re-entry effects, and there's something I really want to do, which is to get the error red flashing screens to trigger when you hit the ground. I want those to appear very badly. But currently, they don't. Check announcements. It's Jover. What? Why'd you have to do him so dirty like that, bruh? You did him so dirty. Oh, it's deleted. No. Green posted abysses. Ah, that's a shame. That's a shame. I was like, I didn't say that. Your membership is gone? Damn, I'm gonna turn on top chat and all your messages are just gonna disappear. That's so embarrassing. What did the fuck... Dude, Demon messaged me in supporter chat after I was talking about Green's game. He said, because I referenced it looked like Minecraft, and Demon goes, like you would know, non-Minecraft playing ass, rodeo having, vape huffing, Cortana foot loving, landing gear fetish having, storm chasing, starts new projects before finishing old ones, bitch. Bro didn't have to go in that deep. I have feelings. I have feelings. Alright, Jesus Christ. No. Dude, that's literally just my cat. She's perfect. My guy, I'm not a AAA dev. I never said you were. I wasn't calling your stuff shit. It was just funny because the skeletons look like Minecraft skeletons. Look at that. Look at that. The sounds are so much better, yeah. Skaboodle, you're back in time. Click the live button. I know you are. Listing, thank you for the 2! Appreciate it. They put Master Chief in the drop pod. Yeah, that's Master Chief. Right there. Oh! Jesus Christ. Yo, Alexander, thanks for the 5. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm just trying to get you to play the funny spaceship game for inspiration for your funny spaceship mod, for the memes, for the lulz, for the lore, for shits and giggles, just for wacky, silly bits. Listen, I might play it. I just don't want to right now. Because every time I start stream, I'm like, I have a thing I want to do today. And then you're like, but what if you did this other thing today? And I'm like, what? I can't do that. What? That's impossible. You show in third person? Yes, actually AI. Or is that Al? I can't tell. I will do it in third person. Because you guys need to know what this looks like in third person right now. Because we're going to improve the third person aspect of this to make it look really sick. So this is all it looks like in third person at the moment. And I will warn you. While first person does look really cool, third person is underwhelming. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Streaming your full-time job currently? Yeah. Might not be forever, that's for damn sure, but currently, yes. And it's very fun. But I'm going to be making a bunch more videos, getting sponsors and stuff, and then, you know, if that doesn't work out, then I'll get a full-time job. But yeah, for right now. Wow, I'm so underwhelmed. I mean, it was okay. It's actually, that's very accurate to Halo 3 ODST. However, the pods get blasted away by explosions? Yes, this is what I was doing yesterday. Before I get back into, like, doing a bunch of technical, boring work on it, I guess I'll show this off. But you saw we kind of landed straight down because I didn't move or rotate the pod at all. But if I shoot a nuke down there, like right there. The shockwave's gonna hit us. Oh, shit. And we are blown way off course. That, like, launched us all the way back over here. Like, the direction of the nuke was over there, and it launched us all the way over there. So, it is pretty effective. It is hard. Oh, wait, there's a bug with it. Oh, that's a different region. Whoops. Hold on. Let me fix that real quick. I forgot to set the regions on the new material I added. Oopsies. Okay, better. Fixed it. What? Oh. My Halo Reach instincts kicked in there. I almost exported that into Halo Reach on accident. Okay, that should fix the door, not having these random triangles. Wear air brakes? So that's one of the things that I want to tackle today, because air brakes are really cool. Not only do the pods have, like, the jets that shoot all the fire out, and they have, like, the big fucking air brake going crazy on the top, they also have, like, re-entry stuff, and I want to try tackling all of that today. The hardest part currently is that I have friends who want to go out to Korean barbecue tonight, but I really want to stream, so we'll see. We'll see if I get to all of that tonight. I kind of just want to... really want Korean barbecue, but I also really want to do a lot of Halo modding. I'm itching for it. I'm just, ugh. I need it. I need it in my veins. They don't understand. They don't get it. It's a very serious matter. Okay, but so, hear me out. Korean barbecue sounds so good. I know, it's very tempting. But that's later. For now... The first things first, alright, you guys are talking about air brakes, and I actually agree. If you see these little jets all over the pod, which obviously, clearly, are supposed to be, like, literal jets, and if we go into Blender to look at those jets, you'll notice... Hold on, let me turn on the base pod. Where is it? There. You'll notice all the jets have effect markers on them, which means I can play all these effects. This is retro rockets... That's not used. There's another retro rockets. Oh, that's the texture camera, actually. Did I put that there? I think I put that there as a test. But yeah, and then this should be another retro rocket. I don't know what this is. Oh, that's the steam, where the steam comes from. But yeah, there's a bunch of these all around, and I really want to use them. Kill me or release me, parasite, but do not waste my time with cock. There is much cock. God, dude, at Green sent me that, I was actually cackling for, like, so long. It was so stupid. Okay, there's the top rocket effect, the breach team. Yeah, so there's a bunch of stuff on here. But one effect that desperately needs to be added. Wait, Green, do you still have that video? I think it's so fucking funny. I gotta like scroll up in our DMs to find it. But I eat a BLT, damn. You didn't have to rub it in my face like that. Jesus. Where is it? When Green sent it to me and it was like the best shit ever. Dude, by the way, one day, I want to do this one day. I was scrolling through an old folder that I had, and I found this old Unity project from like 2019 I was working on. Would you guys play a game like this, like a storm chasing game with like crazy tornado physics and stuff? This is admittedly not that impressive, but oh man, I had so much fun, dude. I just want particle system tornadoes all the time. That shit makes me so happy. Should do that in Halo one of these days. Kill me or release me, Parasite, but do not waste my time with Halo 3 modding. That's what you sound like, Green. That's what that DM's read like in my head, alright? Halo 3, best Halo modding game is best. This is the best one. I have to find this meme. It's really important. Maybe I sent it to Green? I don't know. I think he sent it to me. Oh, here it is. This is so good. Send this to your grandma, you guys.
Kill me or release me, Parasite. But do not waste my time with cock. There is much cock.
So that makes me laugh. Send that to your grandma, please. If I ever do a Halo 2 mod of any kind, that's what the voice lines are going to say. I'm not going to have any context for it. Doesn't matter. If that's a serious mod, a joke mod, you're just going to be playing the cutscene and he's going to be like, there is much cock. Alright, let's talk about re-entry effects. What does it look like when an ODST pod comes into the atmosphere? I will answer that for you. It looks like, wait for it, this. You can be...
5.
Hang on to your helmet.
Hold on, I got it. So the pods launch. Oh, look at that. The fire coming out as it hits the atmosphere. The smoke and steam as it breaks through.
Mind the bump.
The air brakes. Oh, it's so sick, dude. Oh yeah, shout out to Rooster Teeth being disbanded today. That fucking sucks, man. Good memories. Awesome company. We tried to expand into Ruby, which was cool. Red vs. Blue was an amazing series. We don't talk about the new seasons, but you guys already knew that. And that impacted. We need an impact like that. Just dust, smoke everywhere. Check donos. Oh shit, you're right. Wait, how did I miss that? Oh, I thought... Never mind. I just... Yeah. Darksteel, thanks for the 10, dude. Much appreciated. Thank you very much. I'm now more anti-H2A than you. Oh. Green has... I don't know if that's possible. Green has officially made the H2A joke active cringe. Quote, I hope Red vs. Blue is deleted permanently. Followed by, quote, dude, the entire series was in H2A would be so good. He didn't say that. Don't say that. He didn't say that. I realized something recently. This is not an H2A dig. This is unrelated to H... Well, it's a little bit related to H2A. But I think the engine's great, so fuck it. Who cares? I don't like Halo 4 at all. I realize that. I was always trying to be like, well, it's got redeeming qualities and this and that, but I just don't like it, man. I realized I kind of just came to terms with it. I was like, I want to like Halo 4. I want to like it. But then I was just like, why do I want to like it? I very clearly just don't like it. So, fuck it. I don't like Halo 4. That's just life. I tried for a long time to like Halo 4. But after growing up with the original trilogy and ODST and Reach, I just realized I don't like it. It's not the same. It's too different. It's not fun. I never enjoyed it. I thought the story was silly. That is what it is. But I'm not going to rant about that. I just realized that recently. I had to share that. What's more important is making ODST Drop Pod. So we don't worry about the... We don't stress the details. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to make an object. And then we're going to name the object, and it's going to be re-entry. Yeah, okay, good name, good name. Then we're going to select the armature. Then we're going to attach it to the main bone. We're going to parent it to that bone. And now we have this dope re-entry effect. So this is where we're going to have all the fire and sparks and stuff coming from. And I think what I want to do is have it facing upwards. Rotate Y minus 90 like that. And then we just line it up. Just line it right up like that. Line it up there. Bring it down. Kaboom. Look at that. That's some good shit right there. Dropping pods. You get it. You get it. Not everybody does, but you do. So we'll just put that in game, and now we have a place to shoot fiery sparks and stuff from. Now the real question is, how do we want to do this? Do I make it so... Oh, I opened up Halo 3 tag shit. I have to decide now. When the pod is dropping, does it immediately play sparks? Do the sparks pause and wait? I don't know. Also, the dark levels with bright highlights in for make my eyes water after barely any time playing. Yeah, the contrast is ridiculous. The contrast in that game is fucking wild. They were like, high dynamic range. And they're like, no, the highest dynamic range. And then you got to see everything. And then nothing at the same time. Dropping pods at your mama's house like Malevolent Creek. Okay. That's not really nice. You shouldn't have said that. That wasn't very nice. You see that Marty is running for Congress? He sure is. I was so surprised to see it. Like, all political takes aside, I was just like scrolling through Twitter and I see Elon Musk reposts Marty's like announcement that he's running for Congress. And I was like, what a crazy timeline we live in. What a crossover. It was very interesting. Alright, this is looking good. I think I fixed everything. Okay, let's just start making a re-entry effect. So I think there's a couple things that are important with the re-entry effect. One is the flames, like the subtle flames around the air as the air is becoming heated up due to friction, getting pushed out of the way. So like bright streaking flames like that. The second part is sparks wrapping around and shooting out. And then also pieces of a bladed material, so kind of like not just sparks, but like chunky blobby sparks. So fire, sparks, and a bladed material all together will make this dropping sequence from third person look awesome. Marty O'Donnell, yes, he apparently is running for Congress. He's running to join the Council of High Charity, I know. It was weird. I was on my timeline on Twitter before I started streaming. He was like on Fox News, like getting interviewed. And I was like, I don't know. Like all politics aside, I was just like, that's just so strange. Like what a crazy crossover of like so many things. Can we get the Marty cover of the U.S. National Anthem? Guess we'll find out eventually. Yeah, who knows if he'll succeed in that. But it's certainly interesting at the very least to observe it. Alright. Let's make a like fucking badass effect. I think the first thing that would be kind of important to do here is start with a good fire effect, right? If the drop pod is re-entering, It doesn't need regular fire though, right? Re-entry fire is not like a flamethrower fire. Re-entry fire is like highly pressurized, like red orange plasma, right? So if I just threw a flamethrower type fire in here, it would look really bad, and that's just not the visual of a re-entering pod. Like if we go back to the cutscene that we were just watching a minute ago from Halo 2, which does a pretty good stylized job of showing off pods re-entering, you can see the exact effect I'm trying to accomplish. It's that ablative plasma-y fire that a re-entering craft through an atmosphere gives off. So we want to kind of recreate that. There's like a little pocket of blue where it's like superheated, which I don't think that's accurate. I think it's just this kind of orange when a spacecraft re-enters or any craft re-enters. But it's cool, you kind of see the pocket of air pushing out of the way, and then some of the flames kind of escape and burn up against the craft itself. All right? The frigate in Halo 3 does this? I don't think it does. I mean, it enters the atmosphere on the arc, but it just like blows wind away. You don't really see any fire or material ablating away. But then you see like sparks coming out as well. It's actually going to be pretty tricky to pull this off. During the cutscene where the Arbiter crashes. Oh, you know what? You're right. I forgot about that. Hold on, let's see. Halo 3 final cutscene. Does it have like fire? I'm trying to remember. Where does that have? I think it's around here. Where was it? Alexander, thanks for the 2. Oh, yeah, here. Oh, wait, I could probably use these shaders. That could be useful. Thank you for the 2, Alexander. I appreciate it. Would Halo 3 have would ODST have the effects you're looking for? No, I don't believe that any of the pods in ODST show that effect. I am pretty sure that they all just kind of drop in the atmosphere without any, like, ablative material. I'll double check, though. Is there an atmospheric entry effect for the opening cutscene of the arc? I don't think so. I think it might be just this, which I might be able to reuse this shader for, potentially. Let's see. Right here. Right there. Yeah, you get the chunk of the frigate, and I think these are modeled in with shaders, which is what I was thinking I'd probably have to do. The smoke looks good, though. It's actually a really good, like, contrail and smoke particle. And then these big fiery flaming cards on it. I'm going to see if I can't find out where that model is located. I'm going to hunt that down real quick. Let's find that. So that should be cinematics, Ubercam exports, epilogue. No, I think it's Earth. Splashdown. Does Splashdown have it? No, it's right before Splashdown. It's on the Here Today cinematic scene. You have Covenant capital ship, Pelicans, Marines, rifles. Okay, maybe it was here. Objects, cinematic arbiter. Cinematic frigate, perhaps? Yeah, frigate destroyed front scenery. So this is what we're looking for. I guess I'll try extracting this out really quickly into... No, let me spawn it in game and we'll see. So it's cinematics, human frigate, frigate destroyed front, dot scenery. Okay, let's throw that in game. Let's see what this actually looks like. Objects, cinematics. I will look at Alexander, though, to see if ODST might have it. Might have it. So it's object cinematics, human, frigates, frigate destroyed front. And if I had to guess, it should have like the re-entry stuff on it by default. I might be, or maybe it's like a variant. Okay, so here's the frigate destroyed front. Does it have a variant that has the fire on it, perhaps? No? Hold on, let's see. Materials. Yeah, there's atmosphere effects material on it. Let's see, what is that? Self-illum intensity is tied to something called atmosphere effects. What I'll do is I'll just make it 15 all the time really quickly. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's kind of cool. It's just a plasma shader, but yeah. That's it right there. Kind of just wraps around it and looks like molten lava a little bit. I think we could do better than that, though. Kind of neat though, I will say. I didn't really ever notice that this thing had this effect on it. As soon as you were doing this, I saw a drop pod recreating the re-enter effect on Twitter. Wait, what? No way. Like in Halo? The timing on that's crazy. I think I'll use this though. I think I'm gonna use this material. Or like a modified version of it. We'll put it back to what it's supposed to be. That's cool though. Look at all that. Busted up on the inside. It's all messed up. Yo, Demon, thanks for the 5, man. Appreciate you. Thank you very much. What about that Cov group drop pod from Reach? Would that also be possible? Also send you a meme? Yeah, that would be possible. You definitely have to sit in it so that you don't, like, violently die. But yeah, totally. Sent you a meme. What did you send me? I already read this, dude. I literally told people. Look at this dude. He's trying to come for my throat. Non-Minecraft playing rodeo having vape huffing. Cortana feet loving landing gear fetish. Like what, this fucking guy. This fucking guy. Ah. Oh, you know what? I wonder actually if there's more to these. Do they have atmosphere effects on any of the other functions? Let me check these really quickly because this is what causes the frigate to have badass reentry effects, but I think it's just the self-elimination intensity, which is so good, by the way. Stop sucking on the cancer stick. I can't. My brain has pathways that makes me addicted to it. Object kinematics, humans, frigate, shaders, atmosphere effects. Okay, so I'm going to use that. But here's what I need to do, I think, is I need to make a model that will actually utilize this, which is going to be a little tricky. Addict? I mean, you're not wrong. Yeah. I wish I wasn't. I don't love it. Alright, to UV map this, though, is actually going to be tricky. Because what I need to do is I need it like a curved plane, but it needs to like come from the center up and out. And I need it like multi-layered on top of that. Use the scenery from Halo 2. It has a flame you attach to the pod. Yeah, but I want to make it like my way, you know? I might not even be able to pull this off in like an actually good way, though, which is a bit sad, but I'll give it a try. Let me see what a UV sphere's UV map looks like. Like, what does that look? Oh, it's kind of perfect for this. Maybe I'll start with a basic UV sphere for this. I'll just like cut off the top of it. That's what they did when I was born. And then yeah, I could it's literally UV'd just the way I would need it to be. That's what they did when I was born is crazy. I have no idea what you're talking about. You sound insane right now. Okay, what I'm thinking is kind of wrapping the pod in this kind of like that. However, I'm going to duplicate it and hide it, and I'm going to do another one. But yeah, we'll go like that. And then I'll do the other one. Like kind of smaller, but wider. Maybe a little shorter. Gotta get this shape, and I need this to be like a pretty good. I need to be like a wide shape. Like that would be kind of cool. So it's like a doubled up little flamey thing. I think that should look good. Obviously, these need to be shaded smooth. And I can join them together. And then this will become a base drop, base entry. I'll call it entry fire. That'll be it. Give it a... Also attach it to pod main, and then it'll be its own new region called base entry fire. I'll sign that real quick. Make a ball on it, a balloon to act as damage protection. I mean, I think that's basically what an air brake is at the end of the day. Double check. I'm not clipping through here at all, am I? Nope. Hell yeah. That's what I like to see. Alright, so that should be pretty good. Like a doubled up atmosphere drop-in effect like that. And since we have such a perfect shader for it, it's like literally not a big deal at all. So I'll parent it to the object, and we've got it in here. It's already set up. The last thing I need to do is give it the material, which I'm going to call atmosphere effects, just like the one on the frigate. And theoretically that should be okay, but I do need to copy the atmosphere effects shader so that it actually works. Which is under objects, cinematics, human, frigate, shaders. And it's right there, atmosphere effects. And then I just need to put that in the drop pod folder. Atmosphere effect. Okay, yeah, cool. So now I put that in the game. It's like a cocoon. It is. Actually, Mothra comes from this. Okay, so the other thing I need to do now that I got that in is I need to actually add that as a region on this. I think it's a lot of regions now. This will be entry fire with its permutation base, probability 1. I have no idea if this is actually going to look any good, and especially since it's not even like set up to function in any way yet, but we'll see. So next up, I have to set the shader. I just want to see what it looks like around the pod. I might have gotten the UV maps backwards, so it might actually just not be correct and just be like blowing fire in the wrong direction. But we'll find out here. We'll find out here. All right, so first things first. Let's find the pod, wherever that is. Open that up. The thing I need to change is this, the self-illum intensity. Let's just set it to always be 15, so we can always see the... Oof. Okay. It actually looks okay, but clearly I messed up the UVs on it. And that's actually, thank God, not a hard fix to do. All I do is select all these edges here on all the UVs. And then with proportional editing on, drag them up. To like there. And it looks like I didn't go over the line, which is perfect. Now, it should render correctly. It's gonna load. Oh, it's just a little bit too far off. Just like just very slightly cutting the edge onto it. Okay. I'll move it back down. That should be good. Does look cool for a shield. It is a really interesting shield shader. Like if it was blue or something, it would look so good around like a big Covenant ship. But I'm not going to leave it looking like this. I'm definitely going to tweak this a lot. Okay, there we go. Now it's looking more like an atmospheric re-entry effect. Like if you saw that from the ground, you'd be like, oh shit, there's a pod coming in. Hold on, what's going on at the bottom there? What's up with that? Does it have a mask? I think it has a mask. What is that? Okay, what if I delete that? Does it end up looking bad? Copy, delete. Oh yeah, no, it needs that. Okay, I'll just have to make my own then. Because it's like a little bit alphaed out on one side, but I want it to kind of be all over. It'd be a good heretic faction shield. It would, but obviously right now, like this looked pretty okay on something as large as a frigate, but obviously on a drop pod it's much smaller, which means it's kind of boiling fires. It's just tiling way too much. So I'm gonna cut the tiling in half to start on literally everything. Actually, I'm gonna cut all the values in half. So now it still kind of looks like boiling fire, but it's not just like being tiled like a gazillion times over. That's better. It's better for sure. That's alright. I almost wonder if I should remove this bottom part, or maybe the bottom part's just too big. I kind of want to like shrink it to be smaller. And obviously this is not the only part of the effect. This is a portion of the effect. I also have to figure out how to trigger this effectively. How does it look from the inside? That's a good question. I wonder how well you can see this from the inside. Oh, you can't see because it's not double-sided. It'd be cool if you could see it from the inside, though. It'd look really dope. Let me try making it double-sided. Let's see if that actually, like... See if that actually does it. I don't know if that works on these types of shaders. It might, though. Because they're, like, they have a lot of transparency stuff going on. I don't know if it'll render, but we'll find out. I think it worked. Yeah, look at that. Kind of see the fire around the pod. It goes... I wonder... It was kind of boiling, but I wonder if I can make it boil and have it, like, also translate. So this one translates on X and Y, and this one only translates on Y. So you can clearly see the noise map like spinning around it really fast. What is this one tied to? 0 to -1. Over 40 seconds? What if I did it to 4 seconds? Okay, hear me out. It was -1 to 0 over 4 seconds. What if I do 0.4 seconds to 1? Or way faster. 0.01. Just have it go crazy. Okay, that's a little too crazy. It's that hurts my eyes is what's happening there. I think it could go. It could stand to be faster than that. 0.2. Double the speed. More. Faster. More. Maybe that's cool. Oh, that looks pretty cool from the inside. More. More. I think that's a good speed for it. Like a high speed re-entry. It's just boiling. I'm a fan. I think it looks pretty cool. And the edges aren't too harsh either. They look pretty good all around. I'll have to fix this masked spot. I want to add kind of, like right now it's really uniform, you see? Like it's very uniform all around. But over here it's kind of cool because like it kind of looks more messy. Like this shouldn't be a perfectly uniform thing. You see if you dupe the mesh and with a dupe material and have a slightly different color. Yeah, I was actually debating on the bottom one to make it kind of blue or something, or like very slightly different. Because just having them both be the same color, it's like, it's interesting. I think you use like a teensy tiny bit of blue in there, just like the smallest little bit of blue. I like the way you went about making this. Probably looks better than just a particle effect. Yeah, but imagine this plus particle effects. Both of them together would go hard. You like have a nose cap? Exactly. What is the purpose of this project? Just joined. Well, I want people to be able to get in and use drop pods. Like in-game. I think it's really dope. I think everybody should be able to use them. But, also I might do like a Helldivers type mod in the future, in which case having a drop pod that's set up to actually function would go hard. Oh, making these sort of high-speed effects? Me too! Oh, they're so fun. I just love doing effects in general. It's just such a blast. It's so satisfying when you have like a vision for a certain like effect and then you're just slowly realizing it. Ah, oh, it's so enjoyable. Made a cool Blender node setup for it? That's dope. Yeah, somebody joined and they said that somebody was on Twitter making these effects and I was like, really? I don't know if it was you, but somebody apparently is making drop pod effects at the same time, which honestly makes sense. Helldivers do be a thing. Alright, I think I'm going to do what I always do, which is to take the Hornet's engine effects. I made a Chief Homelander flying thing where all the flying effects are procedurally made. Wait, that's dope. Man, I'm so bad at fucking nodes in Blender. Like, I get them, and I can set up basic materials with them, and like, I've used node editors, but like, I'm still so bad with them. I ain't been goofing with the drop pod. You should, because drop pods are sick. They're so fucking sick. Okay, check this out. We have a re-entry effect now. Pretty inspired by the Adam Warlock from Galaxy 3. Have you seen that? Oh, from Guardians of the Galaxy 3. I don't know what's wrong with me, but I've just never watched Guardians 3. I just never watched it. I don't know, I just never did. I should, though. Like, I loved the first two. Oh, right. MCU films just got kind of different feel now. I don't know what it is. Yeah, I just don't do MCU films these days. It's very sad. Very, very sad. Maybe I should not be using something that's tied to a bunch of particle effects. Or to a bunch of scales. Yeah, I don't... How about we don't do effect A scale? Let's do a particle random. Wowza. I don't even see it rendering. You know, I really want to do a noise map for this, actually. Before I, like, fucking lose my mind over here. I want to do a good noise map for this that's kind of similar to the one this has, but better. They're trying to have every film connect to each other. Yeah. I don't know. They kind of dropped the ball with that one. Okay, the mask I need is... Where is it? Oh, there. Alpha mask map is called Atmosphere Effects. It looks like this. And I want to take this, but like make my own or like reuse it kind of and just make it all around. Because the main issue right now is this fire's too uniform. It needs like streaks in it. Like bright and dark streaks and to break it all up. Gotta set up some UV math and plug it into noise nodes and whatever comes out, the noise node will tile. Yeah, I mean, that's actually, there are some similarities between that and this same hologram shader. It is kind of procedural, just like messing with noise and adding in like thresholds and things. Okay, but we can make this look cool. We can make this shit look good. But in order to do that, I do need to extract this texture. So stare at the cool drop pod for a second. And I'm going to yoink the texture from the game. I think I have every Halo 3 map downloaded to... What am I saying? Reclaimer can extract from any MCC version. I don't know why I'm being dumb. I mean, if you wanted to make your own custom noise maps... Nah, 256 by 256 auto-generated clouds only. What the fuck is a Voronoi? Alright. Boom! There it is. That's the material. Why is it blue? It's not even blue and... Sure, who cares? Whatever. Whatever, I don't care. I don't care. Whatever to check in ODST, I forgot. It was simple, really. All I had to did was fuck, I'm illiterate. All I had to do was stop thinking. It was so easy. It was just simple, really. I want this to look so sick. I really am trying to think of a way to actually get this functioning. Because like as a model region or a shader, it needs to tie into like either a vehicle function or like weapon illumination. And like I could do weapon illumination, but also I think it illuminates like instantly. I could give it a try. Let's see. While that Photoshop opens in the background and stuff. I don't even know how the weapon illumination is set up right now, but let's see if it works. So we get in. Oh, it like charges up the illumination. We kind of jam with it as an airborne function. I think that's biped exclusive though. But you are correct. I feel like I've tried that before and it ended up being like a biped only thing. Also, it might be reach only. I forget. It's been a while since I messed with that. I think Hog uses it for something to trigger effects. I could make this a Warthog type vehicle, so theoretically, I mean, I don't even know what vehicle type it's set to. It might not even have a vehicle type, to be honest with you. What was I do? Oh, right. I just need to set the weapon really quick on the pod to not have charge illumination. Charged illumination 0. There we go. Oh, and then I gotta refresh because it's Halo 3. But yeah, this should fix it from appearing when you charge. So now it should appear as soon as I start dropping. I did not do it yet, but... Oh, there it goes. Oh, it actually kind of worked. I'd scale up the texture and add sparks. Yeah, that's the plan. I have a re-entry effect that I'm slowly working on, but although I haven't got it to appear yet, but it is there, I swear. It actually works. It's not perfect though. I'm gonna see if I can't adjust the amount of illumination that each projectile does so that it kind of fades in slowly as you get further and further into the drop. Because right now it just kind of kicks on. It's pretty fucking... It is pretty sick. I will say that. Let me mess with the illumination on the weapon projectile super quickly though. It's because right now how many things does it fire per second? It does 30 per second. Why does it do... Whatever. Who cares? It does 30 per second, and I can scale that. If I want it to trigger after like 2 seconds, it's what? Divided by 60. Let's see. Heat illumination. Wait, what is this? Heat. The amount of illumination given off when the weapon is overheated. I think I need to just increase the heat loss per second until it gets like a very, very close to perfect balance. Let's try 0.5. I don't think this is going to work yet. I think it needs to be like 0.995 or something, but whatever. Oh, right. I touched the weapon again. I knew that. I knew that. I mean, okay, admittedly, it does look really fucking cool, even though it just instantly triggers, but... That damage state needs to trigger faster, else it's gonna be weird. You animate the mesh washing and jittering around slightly? I would like to. I don't know if there's a mesh deform part of the hologram shader, though. I could look. I just don't think it's there. Let's see. Does it have anything for vertex manipulation? 2.99. And then also see thinness. There's edge fade, self-illumination, warp. There is warp. That could be a thing. Oh, I think there is. You're onto something, Skaboodly. What if I put like a cloud warp texture? Does that... And then I switch the illum intensity all the way up so we can see it all the time. Oh, I don't think that was a vertice warp. I think that was a texture warp. Shit. No, it's not a vertice warp. Yeah, it's just... Wait, is it? I actually can't tell. What if I just turn this like way up? Yeah, it looks like it's just warping the texture, unfortunately. I thought it might have been because the bloom almost looked like the geometry was poking out, but yeah. No dice on the warp. Sad. What about distortion? Perhaps that? Distort map. We'll try just putting the cloud map on the distort thing here. Call out to a shader coder to combine the vertex warp from foliage shaders to the hologram shader. Oh, that's a good point. I'm sure Halo 3 could handle it. I just don't know the first thing about GLSL stuff. I'm not seeing any... Oh, you know what? This needs a distortion map. This is like for heat stuff. Oh, it's literally like a heat shader. I would need a literal distortion map. That's cool, but also I want people to be able to see out of the drop pod. I don't want it to like distort a bunch of stuff like it's warping. That's really cool though. Very, very cool. Wait, what if it says distort self only though. Hold on. I turn that on. Check distort self only. And then if I get like a distortion particle, like... What are the distortions under? I'm trying to think, like a heat, like tags, FX, bitmaps. No, tags, FX, particles, distortion, bitmaps. Try a distortion shimmer. Distort scale 1.1. I'm not really seeing anything happening, to be honest. Looks the same. You got a noise normal map? Maybe just... Yeah, let's try it. We'll get a normal map. I'll literally just do an object normal map to see if it does anything. Fuck it. Hornet normal map. It maybe is doing something? If it's doing something, it's really subtle. Not sure. Ah, whatever. I was hoping it would just kind of increase the complexity of the effect and make it look a little less uniform, but I'm also going to do that by bringing the bitmap that I just extracted in, and I think it'll help break things up, and I can like move that around a bit with, wait for it, this. You might look at this and think, what the fuck is that? To which I would say, I don't know. It's a thing, I guess. But I think what I need to do is just make a new, which is all blue, 00255, we're good. So hear me out, I think I know how to make this look good. I think what I need to do is do the exact same thing as this, where they just kind of, obviously this is done by an artist with like a brush, so it's gonna look worse when I do it, but just kind of, okay, let me get a bigger brush than that. Kind of brush it up like that, right? Might be like, wow, that looks like shit. Reject as a terrible artist. Just wait. Let me cook. Let me cook. All right, so you do that. Bring it up even, maybe a little higher than that. But then what you do, go with a soft brush, and you erase. You go back in with your actual brush and you draw in some more, and you erase a little more, and you add in a little more. And you erase a little more, you add in a little more. And I'm just going to roughly try to match up these two sides doing that. And then, to top it off, you duplicate this, and on the copy layer, you add a Gaussian blur. Very light Gaussian blur. Which adds that same kind of fade effect on it. Which honestly might look good. I don't know though. And I think this did have an alpha map, but I think I should just be able to extract it like this and still have an alpha map. But let's see if I can extract this and get it to look good. We'll find out. Give me one sec though. I have to save this to somewhere. Save it to ODST Pod. To bitmaps, atmosphere effects, Photoshop document, and save it as a TIFF. And boom, and then I can just put it in the game probably. Maybe. I don't know if it'll work. I might have to make an alpha channel, and if I do, I will cry. Alright. Want it in game pronto. Stats. Tool. Bitmaps. Boom. And last but not least, though, I do need to double check where the atmosphere effect is set to. It's just a regular diffuse map. So theoretically, it's fine. Before I get out of the folder and have to go hunt for it again, it looks like it's all black minus the alpha channel, which if my thing doesn't work, then well, I know exactly why it didn't work. Can you add Goku, please? I was thinking this was painful to watch, but that actually turned out not bad. Yeah, I mean, when it comes to making like noisy, grungy stuff, you actually need like, in my opinion, very little talent to pull it off. It looks okay. I mean, it's not amazing. It could definitely be fancier, but it's alright. And that fills up the hole in the back. You get a little bit of extra noise in there. Some areas are a little more intense, some areas are a little less. And then, on top of that, alpha mask map, translate, I think Y? No, it'd be X in here. Translate X with a function, periodic, slide 0 to 1 over 2 seconds. Maybe I need to make it like a really short time so you can't even see and it just looks like it's flickering. Hold on. Okay, too much flickering. Or instead of having it be periodic over that time period, I could have it do, or no, periodic wander. You can kind of see it moving, which doesn't make it look very good. What would be a better? Maybe not wander, but jitter? No, noise. Yeah, noise is harsh and sharp. I'm not sure I love that, though. Also, it's just going so much. Like, it's going fucking crazy insano mode. Maybe? Are there any noisy gradients in the default bitmap? I don't think so. I've been through a lot of the default bitmaps, and I've never seen one quite like that. Yeah, it's just one. This one just doesn't feel that good, to be honest. I think it actually, for whatever reason, looked better when it was just at slide and was just sliding around. Maybe if I just do that, but have it go faster? You can kind of tell, though. It definitely makes it look like it's flickering more, like the side of the flame kind of goes up and down. With more layers, it'll look sick. Yeah, just the one layer, it's just not going to cut it. I think the problem is the restriction of the shader itself. It only has one layer of masking. I could also just not have it have a translation function and delete that. And just have it be like this. I thought it looked a little nicer by adding that movement in there to give it like a more dynamic sense, but it's really not a huge deal. It already looks much better. I mean, it could do with a little less uniform height on the effect, I suppose, but... I mean, like, I could go in here and, like, cut it down so it's not quite as uniform all over. Or like one streak going up really high, another streak kind of... I think just having it be less uniform would look nicer. I'll give that a try. I'll just do a quick and dirty enhancement. I think it just really looks a little too uniform in my opinion. Alright, stare at it, keep staring at it. Oh, well now it's gone over. How did it go over? I must have... Oh, I made it too high. That's why. Yeah, whatever. We'll try that. Oh, wait. I got to Gaussian blur it again. Hold on. Filter, Gaussian blur, redo. That might make it a little... You know what? I'm going to try without the Gaussian blur, actually. I'm going to see how that looks. Hold on, it's happening. What? Oh, I didn't rerun it. I think the blur helped. That looks, you can like see the firing areas. The blur made it a little less obviously uniform. I think it was probably better before I made all those changes to it. We'll go back to the old one. Nothing wrong with a little uniformity. It's alright. I like it. Try tiling the plasma less? Suppose I could try that. I did. It was tiled a lot more. It's only tiled as much as it is because of the original shader. All I did was cut it in half. 7.5 and 3 points. What was that at? What? The fuck? Well, let me close that shader. I don't know what I just changed. 7.5. Okay, half of 7.5 is 3.75. So then there, and then this is 7.5. And that map will go to -2 and 1. That does kind of help, actually. It makes it look more like larger. Yeah, that looks good. Good call. That looks way better. I love the edge glow, too, the way it just, like, brightly shines like that. Yo, Darksteel, thanks for the 2. Appreciate. Thank you very much. How do you change the lunge range on a sword in Halo 3? Lunge range on a sword. Is that even, I think... Well, it's tied to melee. Maybe it's like the melee angle pyramid in the weapon tag. I've never tried that actually. I couldn't tell you off the top of my head. I've never done that. Okay, let me try this with the weapon illumination thingy on. I tried to make it I tried to make the weapon illumination like almost fully recover the moment. I gotta refresh. I tried to make the weapon illumination that triggers the fire effect to recover like really quickly, which maybe will make it fade. We'll see. I lied. It's definitely not recovering at all. It looks sick though, but no, it's not recovering. Is there a way to change the color of the fire effect so it looks less fiery and more steamy? Yeah, for sure. It also stops. It also needs to stop before you hit the ground, I think. So, weapon illumination is the only function that can trigger it with the pod itself. My only real access to the pod sequence through the vehicle, so I have to keep using the weapon illumination. But I'm thinking. Doesn't look bad, and I can probably get it to disable the moment it hits the ground and dies. Trigger volume that deletes that gun? Well, actually, wait. No, I can't do trigger volumes and stuff because it's just like a multiplayer map. If it was campaign, I'd be like, oh, hell yeah, easy. But gotta do all this multiplayer hackery. So what I need to do is go to the model of the drop pod, and when it dies, and it kills the object, I also need it to destroy, no. Maybe kills weapon primary and secondary trigger? Give that a try. It already should be killing it. I think it's just like delayed. Maybe delayed because I have so many like damage state things and checks going. Yeah, it still happens. Ah, what would be a good solution for this? Yo, Dr. Professor Owlbear, thanks for the 5. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate that. Said, I love your work. I don't know if you've been asked before, but would you be willing to make an updated tutorial series on how to use the official Halo 3 mod tools? I mean, I would like to, just for the help of the community to get more people into modding, honestly. Like, the mod tools are in desperate need of... Like, there are a lot of tutorials on YouTube that help a lot, but there's a lot of things that aren't covered that you kind of just have to ask around about or figure out yourself. I don't personally have any plans to do mod tool videos right now because I'm mostly focusing on like mod showcase style content, but I would very much like to. It's just not a priority for me right now. But I will say this, there are some really, really good tutorials on YouTube already, and I always recommend Chunkier Beans tutorials because he does a really, really good job in his, and they're really well thought out. And I believe they're all for Halo 3. Alexander, thank you for the 5. Appreciate it. Green's bullying me and trying to silence me like a dictator. Give him a whacking. You probably deserve it. Surely. I mean, Green is... What is he doing? What's going on? What's happening? Bigger roll where only place specific... Wait. Where you only place pods at a specific height on the map? Can maybe have a timer that kills the pod before it hits the ground. Wait. You just gave me an idea related to that. What if I used... No, because suspension animations are overlays. And you can't put effects and sounds on overlay animations. That just wouldn't even make sense. At least I don't think you can. I've tried before. I was going to say maybe a suspension animation on it for like a really tall suspension point. And then when it fully compresses, it'll like kill the pod. I don't think you could attach effects or sounds to it. I saw green RDM. Just want to make guides, but all the stuff I know basically just figured out myself. Yeah, it's just you figure stuff out yourself, and you also just like will ask. I asked so many questions in so many like Discord servers, even old IRC chats in El Dorito. I would ask. I would be so annoying because I wanted to know so much more. What about like a physics object setup, like a fusion coil that's like 10 meters below the pod, so that'll always hit the ground before? Might kill the momentum. I'm trying to think. Because the way it works right now is it just hits the ground. The collision damage triggers like a damage effect to play and kill the pod properly. Which is kind of annoying because it delays. Let me double check. Let me look at my damage setup. Hold on. Because I swear there's a better way to do it. I'm still using my old kind of curse damage setup from when I did this a long time ago. So, it has a destroyed state. When it's at 0 HP, it does like the timer thing, which plays the effects, and then it goes coom, and then it just cooms. The door goes flying off. But also, when it's at 0 HP, it also kills the object, which should completely stop all weapons from firing, but for some reason doesn't. It's got to be a good solution to this. And it's all tied to the weapon right now, because the weapon is actually what propels it and launches it. It basically, you charge up the weapon, and then boom, it like projectile fires out a ton of projectiles, and that's how the entire launch sequence works. Instead of a fizz object on the pod, you have a collision under the pod, and you have a huge kill barrier below the map. So like the collision object will always hit the kill barrier and kill the pod. I like the idea. The problem is that would only work on a flat map because the pod needs to die when it hits the ground, because the death of the pod itself is what triggers the landing sequence. So like that would work, but I think only at a completely fixed height on the map. Otherwise the pod might die like up in the air a little or down. That would work though, just only, yeah, on GM flat grass. I think what I basically, I've kind of resigned myself to the fact that I have to get this to work dynamically by just using traditional collision damage states, which is annoying as fuck, but could you not delay the door busting off a bit? No, I could. I mean, I would prefer the door like busts open immediately because you can just get out at any time. I don't know of any way to lock a player in a vehicle after like a fixed amount of time. I'm not sure. Yo, Roach, thanks for the $2 tip. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. First tip of the stream. Thank you, thank you. Wish I could donate a bit more. Much love, man. No worries. Thank you very much. Love watching you work. Me when I coom and my door comes flying off. Gah. Gonna coom. I just wish there was a way to have like transitionary states in Halo 3. I don't think there is. Because like I could have gotten out the moment that hit the ground. I could have gotten out halfway through the drop. Really long X animation as it force kicks you out. Ooh. Hold up. You just gave me an idea. Yeah, I could give it like an infinite exit animation, but like an instant eject animation. And then what I could do is make a new damage thingy called eject. And on that instant response, I don't actually do anything. But I could set up a 7-second response delay and then have seat ejaculation on pod D. And that could theoretically work. I don't know, let's see. Okay, now it's triggering. Does it ejaculate me out? Oh, it actually did! I just don't have an ejection animation, so I came out the back. Okay, yeah. Once you're in the pod, you're in the pod. Good luck, soldier. Genius. Now people can't get out of the pods early. Then it'll eject you out. But obviously I need to actually make an animation for the Spartan and the Elite, but it works. It fucking works. That's sick. Infinite door glitch. These are my doors. Keep your fucking eyes off my doors. Works pretty good though. I'm happy with that. Good call. Good call. Is it possible to open the door with explosive bolts? I don't think so. Not at least in multiplayer. Like, I'm sure it could be easily recreated in a campaign, but in multiplayer, I don't know of any function that would work for that, unfortunately. Yo, what up, PTSD machine? You here to give me PTSD? That would be crazy. No, I shouldn't be yawning. I should make some coffee in a minute. We get back to Porty. Good luck. Thanks for the help, Zed. Good luck. I believe in you. Not unless you want to watch me in Halo Infinite. Damn. Good self-deprecation. I appreciate that. Just a few more assets. I saw your post on Twitter. It's all coming together, dude. It looks really good. It looks really, really good. Alright, before I forget, I'm going to start adding particles and stuff to the re-entry effect so that there's more than just fire. We're going to get some particles up in here. Yo! Onikai, thank you so much. Oh, thank you so much for the $20 tip. I really, really appreciate that. Thank you. Oh, that's so nice. Hello, Rejected. It's your boy. It's good to see you. He said, I would honestly love to learn how to mod so I can make some cool AI battles. I also sent you you should do that. AI battles are a lot of fun. And they're pretty easy to set up in the fact that you like don't really have to go in Blender and do complicated stuff. You can just do it all here in the editor. So you should totally do that. I also sent you a DM about potential ideas if you want. You can look at the message later when you have time. Yeah, no, I saw your message last night, Onikai, but I was so tired at the time that I read it. I was like right getting in bed and I was like, fuck it, I'll respond tomorrow. So sorry, I totally did forget. God, that's a long message. Okay, I'll respond after stream, but sorry for forgetting. But yeah, thank you very much for the $20 tip. You should do AI battles, by the way. They're not easy to set up. It'll be really hard to set up for your first time because obviously you don't know how it all works yet, but no Blender and complicated stuff required. It's very fun. Tombo with the 13 months. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. So Drop Pod is super epic, my gamer. Good work. Thank you for that. Dude, I think this Drop Pod is definitely one of the coolest things I've made. I really want it to work like super good and smooth. I am dying to find a good solution. I may have just thought of something. You guys know how some weapons, you fire them and it's like slow, and then it like speeds up? If I did that with the Drop Pod, I think I could actually make the fire and stuff not appear when you first launch and then slowly appear because it's using weapon illumination. Okay, let me think about this. The amount of illumination given off when the weapon is overheated. 1. Okay. How much heat is given off per bullet? No, I remember this. I don't think there's any good way around this. Or is there? No, because the moment you fire one shot, the heat goes like to max, or the illumination goes to maximum. It's cool. Sorry, it's a long message. No, you're fine. I'll read it all. I promise. Yeah, I don't think there's a way to do it because weapon illumination, for some reason, that function just registers a 1 every single time you fire anything. So I don't know if I can really pull it off. You can charge up the illumination, but not what I'm trying to do here. Yeah, illumination after a shot is fired immediately goes to 1, so I don't really have much of a choice in this matter. Either way, I'm going to do cool sparky effects and stuff. Is Halo 3 ODST honestly not have a solution to your dilemma? We literally see it in the game up close in the intro. I don't think in ODST you see pods doing a re-entry effect. We can watch the cutscene though, just in case. Maybe I'm just completely misremembering it. But you see the pods kind of like go through the clouds and stuff. But you never see them like re-enter proper. Yeah, they just have like steam and smoke coming off of them as they're jetting down to the ground. Unfortunately. Is there any point that you see them have re-entry effects in ODST? Nope. Nope. Unfortunately not. We just watched all of that. A little out of order, but we did watch all of it. Unfortunate. But Halo 2 does have the effects, and they do look really good. They look really, really good. And I just want to kind of recreate that. And also, re-entry is not that complicated. We already have... where's my shader? We already have... this, which is a good start. And then... they have thrusters on the bottom. Yeah, they also have them in ODST, which I can trigger those too. I just don't know if I'll be able to use this. Like, I really want to do re-entry effects, but I don't have a function to tie it to. I'm going to keep trying, though, and I'm going to make a re-entry effect no matter what. But I just know that I may have to cut it if I really, really can't find a function that works for it. I think there might be some ways, but it's possible. With that said, though, I'm going to make a re-entry effect. A big re-entry effect. Huge, enormous re-entry effect. I think a good starting effect for that would be... what's an effect that has sparks? Maybe I could just grab a default spark effect. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll go like FX, scenery effects, sparks. Sparks large. We'll get some large sparks for sure. Yeah, that'll do. That'll be a good start. A little jumping off point. Is our new re-entry effect? Okay, so what does it have? It has environmental spark orange, spark ember, spark burst. We don't need any bursts of sparks, I don't think, for this. Wispy smoke sparks? What is this? Show me what you are. Okay, sure, we can have wispy smoke in there. A little burst. Hey, brains! 22 months! Let's go. Hope you can't get trapped in the pod. Oh, you can. And you will. Inevitably. Something's gonna happen, and you'll get trapped in the pod. And it'll be over. Ugh. So we got spark embers, and wispy smoke sparks. But they're currently not set up to, like, eject in a very... it's not a very re-entry looking spark. Also, it has weird spark sounds, which sounds dumb. Let's get rid of that. No more sound. No more. The pod consumes all. It does. Never forget that. Which is my ripping the Halo 2 Cub Drop Pod. All its bitmaps. I just remembered that Halo 3 already has a Cub Drop Pod. Oh. Yeah, Halo 3's Cub Drop Pod is interesting. Obviously, like, it wouldn't work for players because it doesn't have a window, but I could see, like, a one-way window being made in it that you can, like, see out with, and having, like, a cool little Covenant heads-up display overlay over it. Like, I see a lot of potential with the Halo 3 Covenant drop pod, but it needs, like, a lot of custom work. Think of modeling an interior for it? Dude, that would be so sick. That would actually be so sick. If anybody could do that justice, it would definitely be you. Shouldn't be too hard. I mean, I can't imagine it would be too hard. Like, I mean, it wouldn't be easy, but it wouldn't be, like, an overwhelming task by any means. Care about the elite drop pod? Yeah, exactly. Okay, environmental arc. Let's do a disc type sprayer. What? Disc type sprayer. Kind of like that, yes. But I'll go 60 to 120. And then the gravity on it. Is this in world space? It is. Okay, so if I dropped this, how would it look in world space? The sparks still kind of like go down with gravity. Oh, right. I didn't turn off the fire effect. I forgot. I was confused for a second there. I hate the guess and check process of effects where I end up putting them off for so long. Yeah, it's not for everyone. I like the guess and check work of it. I don't know. It's just satisfying to see the results. I think effects work in game design is my favorite thing. I just love effects. Particles plus shaders plus lights plus sounds plus so many other things. It's just so enjoyable. Okay, so since this comes out and then goes in the direction... Oh, you know what it needs is... I was going to say inherit effect velocity, but no, it does not need that. Also the LOD outdistance. Yeah, 100's fine. And then it should probably have like reverse gravity. Its physics say its gravity is 1.5. What do I do like minus 1.5? That looks pretty cool. Probably do the same thing for the other parts. That was just, that was only the environmental sparks. We also have embers here, which also should be coming out as a disc shape. Mission rate, 7 to 15. Gravities. Let's do minus 1.75, so we just reverse it. And then I think, I don't know if the other spark ember in here is just like a duplicate or what, but it's in here, so I'm going to use it. Disc shape. And then same deal, minus 1.75, so it goes upwards instead of gravity pulling it downwards. Are links allowed in the chat? I don't want to break any rules. I think YouTube auto deletes them, but if you want to get my attention, you can just at me in the stream chat with the link and I'll take a look at it. On my Discord server, I mean. Sorry, I said stream chat, but yeah, I meant my stream chat channel in my Discord server. Okay, then we have wispy smoke. Mission rate is, let's do 5 to 10. I don't even know where this is emitting from, but apparently there's smoke on this. The sparks help, but they're shooting out too quickly. They need to go like up more. I think the gravity, the negative gravity force needs to be up more. What is the scale on this? Maybe the scale is just really small. The lifetime. Tint, alpha, black point, size. Lifespan, yeah, it's 1 to 1.25 seconds. I just don't see it anywhere. I don't know where it's going. What the hell? What the hell? I actually have no idea. I do not know. Let me just scale them up to be like enormous. 0.25 to 10. Oh, I see it now. It's just that the alpha is really low. I probably should have noticed that. Good that this has that in there, though. Yo, Onikai! Thanks for the tenor! Much appreciated. Thank you very much. Covenant Drop Pod versus Dino players would be a dream. I mean, I can't promise that I'll do it, but it sounds like JS wants to do it, which is pretty dope. Excuse me. I mean, I've always wanted to tackle it, and it's been a highly requested thing for a very long time, but also kind of hard to pull off effectively. I'd be really interested if JS ever decides to work on it, though. That would be very fucking cool. Okay, what does this look like when dropping with this effect? I want to know. It's kind of weird, actually. Maybe it should inherit effect velocity on all these. Yeah, no, it needs to. They all need to inherit effect velocity, which, if you guys don't know. The cam? What did it do? Did it do something? Blur? Ah, it happens. It's just an evil demon spirit. They like to, they really like to appear and fuck with my camera. Don't call Weasel that. She really is a demon spirit, though. Like, goddamn. I'll see if the effects look a little better here. Okay, they're holding on a little better. It didn't look half bad there, actually. Man, I could totally make a Helldivers mod out of this. This would be so fun. I almost wonder if I should make the pods, like, fiery bit here a little bit more, subtle. I kind of love it that it's this, like, in your face. I think the sparks need to be bigger. But also the sparks only seem to look good at, like, a standstill. Like, I need the sparks going up, but because they're based on velocity, they end up, like, going to the side a lot. Whatever. I'm going to try making the sparks bigger. I want to see how that looks. Double their size. In motion, it shouldn't look too bad. I'm going to try the same with the other little bits of particles, because there's a lot of particles on these that you're really just not seeing because they're so small and subtle. They kind of get swallowed up in the fiery part of the effect. Wait a minute, the pod's on fire? Yeah, this is the exclusive Bungie pod, so it's on fire all the time. And the sequel in Halo Reach, the pod will have blue fire for that same reason. Oh wait, that was the smoke, wasn't it? Yeah, okay. Alright, let's try that in action. Let's see how it looks. Should make it so when the pod lands, it just fucking explodes for no reason. Well, I do really need to make the pod itself have like a much more impactful, well, impact. Yeah, the issue is though, these sparks, they go out to the side. Obviously the effect's not tied to the drop right now, but still. I guess I could try setting it back to marker reentry, primary skill, weapon, illumination. Let's see what happens. I ain't judging, but while we're on the subject of judging, I sentenced RJ to 5 seconds of blurred cam. Ah, I got out early. Alright, let's see this first person with the temporary, not fully implemented fire effects. Oh, the smoke is inside the pod. That's not a good sign. And then I just gotta get the eject animation and then it'll be good. He's hotboxing the pod! Nuh-uh. Wait, I think I can get an eject animation, actually. What if I just... I'm gonna try something really quick. Try it real quick. I think I can get a little eject animation to make it more cinematic. We go. Objects, characters, Master Chief, multiplayer Master Chief. No, just Master Chief. Model animations. I have so many, like, cursed, duplicated animations in here, but you know what? They work. They do work. Okay, it's called ejection for the animation. So on Pod D... Oh, wait, Pod D does have ejection, but I guess it's using the wrong one. So what I'll do is I will take... I'll do Hornet PL exit. PL... Rifle exit. Hornet PL rifle exit, and then theoretically, setting that as the ejection animation should allow me to get ejected. Theoretically, sorta, kinda, in a cool way. If I understand the system right. No! Ejection just actually kicks you out. Motherfucker. I wonder if I could work with this, though. I wonder. Well, I'll keep playing with it, but either way, it's good that that works. It's better that players can't just exit at any time, but that they have to launch themselves. Now I want to make a... I'm not super happy with the re-entry effects yet. Like, they need to trigger in a little bit more of an interesting and dynamic way, but what I want to do is make a really good, like, impact effect. I actually think the dirt effect for when the BFG, like, shoots the ground really hard would be good. I think it would be really, really good. Hear me out, hear me out. What if that giant explosion BFG thing I did was the material effect for this? Objects, vehicles, BFG, material effect, BFG material effect. Hear me out. You what? That didn't work at all. Okay. What does the BFG material effect do right now? Like, impact. Oh, it's on impact, detonate, projectile has it. I want collision, small, medium, and large to have it. Yeah, that's why. Collision large just doesn't exist. But impact, detonate. has all the effects for this, like tough terrain sand. No. Hard metal solid. This should work. If I can do this on the actual BFG one as well, and it should be fine. We'll do collision large. And I think collision medium as well should be fine, because I don't think I have to do collision small. Okay, we try again. Streams better than videos? I mean, they're both good. I'm looking forward to making more videos. I've been working on one a little bit. I haven't had time lately because I got a bunch of friends in town right now, but this is all my free time. I've really been hanging out with them until they leave. I don't want to, you know, miss the chance, but once they're gone, I'll be working like non-stop in my free time on this video for a while. Let's see. What? What do you mean? What did they mean by that? I'm just gonna drop one right here. Ball. Does it not do collision stuff because of the way that I have it set up in the physics model? Yeah, it's like it just hits the ground. It's like boom. Little cozy, nice little nothing. Nice little nothing. All right, screw it. Another solution. This is gonna look, you know, all the time. The smoke shoots in the air when it lands. Yeah, well, that's not related to what I was just doing there. That's a hard-coded effect. But I'm just gonna instead switch out that hard-coded effect to look cooler. Should be pretty easy. I'm gonna make it dirt everywhere it goes. Fuck it. I don't care. I can't do dynamic stuff clearly because it didn't work here. So what I'll do is go to, you know, default material, liquid. Oh wait. No, I have a good way of doing this. So, on the model, when the pod actually hits the ground and goes guh and dies, does hatch pop effect? Okay, so we have pod impact effect. This is what I was looking for. So, open pod impact effect. Wasn't the Phoenix video for the space mod supposed to be a week ago? No, I transitioned over to a Scarab video, which I've been editing for a while. It's looking pretty good. I did like a really long script for it. For drivable Scarabs in Halo 3 multiplayer, going like the history of it and like what I did with it and everything. Covey gun steam, huh? Wait, what is this? Impact and steam? Oh, they're all in one. Okay, here's what I'll do. Pod impact. I'll duplicate it, make pod impact 2. Brave naming. And then I'll use the BFG's like giant giga material explosion. And then I think that should just work pretty good. Material effects, explosion huge. Hard metal, soft terrain, dirt. I'll use the dirt one because it already plays a dirt effect every time the pod hits the ground. See, we're back in Halo 3. We are. Feeling really brave. Okay, burst spray, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so we'll take all this, and I'm going to replace the Pod Impact 2's particles with it. They should all be on FX bottom rocket. And it looks like they are. Okay. Oh, that's a pod impact. Why did it last for so long? Try that again. Yeah, that's an impact right there. So you can see it come flying in, just fucking... Nice, dude. Worth all the time I spent on that. I want to see that from first person now, though, because, like, that looks like it's going to go pretty hard. Talking about Halo Reach BFG or the Halo 3 one? Yeah, there's a Halo 3 one. It's the big red one. on the storm. I can get the smoke out of the interior of this cabin. Also, the sparks are in the cabin, too. That's annoying. The sound is terrible. Thum. That needs to be way more intense. For me, I'd scale the impact effect down by a tad. Good thing it's not up to you. Now, I thought about that too, but I don't know. Part of me likes how overly large it is. I mean, an impact of this size would do something like this. But I kind of like the idea that it just shrouds everything around it in dirt when it hits the ground. It's kind of cool. Next, do a shot with a big impact and nuke. Let me remove the smoke from the re-entry effect first, because that's kind of bothering me. Re-entry effect, where are you? I know you're here. There you are. Wait, before that, is there a sound in ODST for hitting the ground? Like, obviously you wake up in ODST after your pod hits the ground, but are there... I think I remember there being sounds for it. I just need like a big crashing, violent sound. Let me see something real fast before I do that. Because I do want to drop the nuke and then launch in while it's detonating and getting like hit by it. But I gotta know. Buck's crash. Do you actually see Buck's like first person view when he crashes? Let me watch this cutscene. Hold on. It's probably muffled. It's probably like muffled preemptively in the Foley. It's a really good sound, but I don't think they muffle the sounds in engine with filters. What is Buck's mission? Teari Plaza. Let me see. I gotta. Teari Plaza is SC100. Use the Elite Drop Pod from Floodgate. You know, I don't remember what that sounds like, to be honest, but it could be really perfect for it. Let me do this really quick. SC100 in. Any objects in this scene? Oh, that's the whole overall cinematic. Whoops. Objects, Buck, Dare Pod, Aerial Impact, Wall Impact. Ground Impact could be good. I don't think I can easily grab particle effects. What was the sound effects you used in the continuous combat mission that you worked on with the AI ODSTs? It was like a... I forget, but it's not something that I can easily use. It might have been the pod sound for the Coveys, actually, now that I think about it. FX ground impact becomes an object. Is there an FX attached to it? Effect... Slip space wash. Where's the actual effect for this? So FX, because I could just use the effect from Buck's landing. Like, it went pretty hard. Oh, never mind. It's kind of a basic effect. Just like a lot of dust and smoke. It did sound good though. Okay, I need to know if the Foley sound of that is actually muffled. Let's see. I want to, if that sound is possible to grab, I'm gonna grab it. Is that a sped up and higher pitch scarab charge effects? I don't think so. Scarab charge sound, maybe. Does this scarab come out of the water on the highway mission? Or no, on the Banshee mission? Do the scarabs come out of the water? I don't remember that. Man, I need to go back and play that mission again. Let's see, what sounds do we have in this? Any effects, music? Fully SC100. Okay, I'm gonna open up the audio for this. Give me 1 sec. Oh, I'm flashbanging, sorry. Let me get the audio for this and see what's up. My old Halo Reach mods folder will bust open Ubar 2000. So we're looking for the Foley SC100. Should be it. This is just the camera sound. That's the camera overlay sound. Wait, that might be a really good thing, actually. Shot 1. Shot 2. Shot 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. SC100M. Wait for it. Nothing? I don't hear any pod sounds. The sound is there, but it actually... Oh, I would have to fade it out early, but that's the actual sound. I would have to fade it out too early. It would sound awkward if I... I could try it, but I think it's going to sound kind of awkward to cut it out right before it goes to that, like, there. And that, if I just got like 1 or 2 more seconds of clean audio from that Foley, it'd be perfect. I'm going to try it, though. I'm going to try it. Okay, we'll give it a try. We'll see if try looping the audio. Well, what's the sound I'm looking for is the impact sound effect. It's possible to use the sound from Halo 2 and she fuses the pod. Probably. I mean, I can use all kinds of sounds for this. That'd be pretty good. Well, let's take a look at this. So this is probably the pod right here, the impact. Let's solo this and see what this sounds like. Kind of like the bass undertones to it. What is this one? Okay, so that's kind of like the impact of the gravel. The stereo gravel impact. What is this one? I don't know what that is, but there's a little tiny sound there. And then we have the main one. This is a stereo track, so it's probably one ear. That right there, that switch. I can't use anything beyond that moment right there, because it switches. I would have to fade it out right there, which would probably sound kind of awkward. What about the We Are ODST trailer? You know, that's a good point, actually. That could work. I want to at least try this. See how this sounds. If I fade it out right there, does it sound okay? Or is it garbage? I mean, it's not the worst ever. Nah, it's kind of bad. Not worth it. Never mind. I'm not going to use this sound effect. Fuck it. Hold on, let me check something real quick. Interesting. My pause is not bad. That's not ODST show. Let me see. Is this the one that you guys are thinking of?
Rated M for mature.
This one right here. It could be anything. It really could be anything. It doesn't have to be just like from actual Halo 3 ODST stuff. It could be anything. Alright, I have bad news, you guys. I have to go to Korean barbecue. I pushed it till the last possible second. But it's true. I have to go to Korean barbecue. And I can't Halo mod for very long tonight. This was my longest I was able to go. But before anything else, I'm going to launch a nuke and we're going to get in the pod. Oh, this is kind of intense. Oh, fuck. We're getting pushed really far. I want to post this on Twitter so badly, but I can't until I get a good dropping sound. Right now, the fucking boom sounds so dumb. So as soon as I find a good dropping sound for it, I'm going to use it there. But I'm going to jump out for the night, guys. I'm going to go eat some Korean barbecue. Have a good night. But I'm gonna leave a little early today. I will be coming back earlier tomorrow. More early streams, longer streams. I don't think I have any plans until tomorrow, like late at night. So longer stream tomorrow, same time as usual. But I got to call it quits today. Do yourself have a good rest every day, everyone. Yeah, have a good one, Jay. It was good seeing you here. It was good seeing all of you. Appreciate all the support today. Darksteel, thanks for the 2. Appreciate that. You said I found some good sounds. I will check them out when I get home later tonight. I'm going to head off, though. Thank you guys for the support, as always. I really appreciate it. But I got to go. Rock Eye just got here, and I'm just leaving. Have a wonderful night, you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. More ODST Drop Pod. More. Always more. More!